So in the last video, we looked at how to trace, and we've been able to trace out this and the local government. Now this video, I'm just going to show you some practical things. Maybe you did not understand what the tracing tool was used in the previous video. I will serve another example in this video. Now, assuming you want to create a study area map, and this study area map has more than one local government as a boundary. Now, it's become difficult for you to start tracing out because you may be interested in not the boundary inside. You're not interested in, you're just interested in the external boundary so that you can use and clip and do other things with it. All right, so this video will practically show how to do that. So I brought in the entire 16 local government of Taraba State, and I want to do that. I'll be using some of the examples we've used before, like some of the tools we've previously used, so that you get to understand what we're doing. So we're going to be making selection using this select features, and let's use lasso. So I'm going to be making selection of this local government like this. Now, assuming you have this local government as boundaries, so let's export them. So we export, and let's just export it without renaming anything. So I'm just going to put it here. All right, so we have this as boundary, so let's remove this. We want to create a study area map of this local government. This is Takuma, Nusa, Donga, Bali, Gashaka, Sardona, and and I've forgotten the name of this local government, so you pardon me. But I know if we pick those two, we should be able to see that local. Okay, it is Kurmi local government. All right, so we have this that we want to produce a map, or let's just say want the boundary, so that we can use it to clip our study area and so on and so forth. So we'll be using the tracing tool to illustrate this. So what we do first is we create a future class that we will use. So we have a folder called GIS training. So we're going to make use of that folder to G. Okay, we have it here. So under this Taraba, we're going to create a future class. So we'll just call it GIS. Just for just for the purpose of what we want to do. All right, so we finish that. So the next thing is we want to digitize into this folder, into this future class we've created. All right, so next we come to our create features and we click on it. Once we've clicked on it, it's showing you that it's in straight segment, and we have curve, but we are interested in tracing, so we'll click on the trace. So once we click on that, we just make a selection of it, click on it, left click on it, and anywhere, and then we can go left or right. So if I want to go left, I'll just drag it and I will go around. So the direction to which I move will be the direction it's going to move. All right, so let's move it. So you see me moving. Now imagine you want to digitize this. You look at the kind of time you're going to take to achieve such result. So you just follow the pattern to which the boundary is, and then it will trace it for you. Now this is where the international boundary is. So there are so many rivers around there, and the boundary follows the path of the river. All right, so it's looking more like a river than a boundary, because most of the time boundary follows the pattern of river. So you see, I am following how the thing goes. If you're digitizing, you know that you do like almost 1 hour to 2 hours, you've not really gone anywhere. So most cases when you want to zoom so that you can see more, it's better you click and pause, then continue again, like I'm going to do now. So let's say I've clicked here. Now anything I'm starting will continue from here. So I'm going to click and continue now. Do you get what I just did? Because I'm seeing that it's going back and back and back and back and back. So you see like this place that is small, tiny, that I have to follow the pattern and all that. So for me not to go back in time, so I have to just click and pause so that I can continue. So it's like you're going up, it's tracing, just following the pattern to which the digitizing is. You see, I am going the way it is. So let me click here so that I can drag. Alright, so click again and continue. You see, if I drag like this, there's tendency it's going to go back. So that's why it is needed you click at the point that you want to make a change. So I'm going to click again and continue. But I have to zoom because these are the international boundaries movement. So it follows the river. And one of the rivers that this international boundary follows is the river in my village. So you see, as slow as you see this is, it's very fast compared to if you were to digitize this all over again. I'm going to click. So this time around, I think the slowfulness have reduced, so I'm going to go a bit fast. So let me just, since I believe by now you've understand how we do all of this, so I'm going to fast forward the video so that I'll trace it fast. Hello? Afternoon, how are you doing? Which number I can't use me? Right. No idea. I don't know. So once I reach this end, as usual, I'll just right click and finish sketch. Now, what you will see here is that the boundary below is not showing all of these ones anymore. So you see, so you can use this to as a boundary for this local government. You can use this to do, maybe you have a study that covers maybe 15 states out of the entire state of the nation. You know, they have their own local boundary. With this tool, tracing tool, you can easily trace out those portions you want, and it reduces the time of the time taken for the digitizing. So the tracing tool is a very powerful tool that you can use. It traces it at that same position. There's no that error of overlaps and undershoots and all of that. Those errors are eliminated. So you get to trace out the thing as it is, and then you have the same kind of boundaries, results, and all that. The coordinates are the same and all that. So basically, this is another practical examples that I can think of using tracing tool. So we're going to move into another session. So this is going to be session 9, because the tracing tool is supposed to be session 8. So we've covered most of it in session 7, and then we'll wrap up with this. So we'll just move into session 9. So we've done 7 and 8 at the same time, because the tracing tool have one video, and I've been able to add that video to the digitizing. So we're going to move to session 9. So I'll see you in the next session.